in this week's Parsha, we see that Isaac, the second of the patriarchs, is digging up wells in the land of Israel. And the archenemy of the Jewish people, the Philistines, keep stopping them up. But Isaac keeps building the wells. And the Torah tells us that the servants of Isaac dug up a well, and the Philistines argued, and they had a big fight, and the well was not successful. They called the well Esek, because they were fighting over it. And they tried another well, and they had another fight, and they called that well Sitnah, and that didn't take either. But finally, Isaac builds a third well. V'lo ravu aleh, no fights. And they called this well Rechovot, which is a place in Israel to this day, which means expansiveness, because God has widened things for us, and we have become fruitful in the land. Why was the third well successful and the first two were not? Rabbi Dr. Norman Lamb of blessed memory, my teacher, said in the name of his uncle, Rabbi Baumel, because if you look carefully in the verses, the first two wells were dug not by Isaac himself. They were dug by his servants. And the third well, he finally dug himself. And that was the one that was successful. Because sometimes in life, you have to do things on your own, especially when it comes to Israel. Right now, the United States and other countries are being brought in to create some sort of peacekeeping force in Gaza. That's never worked for Israel, and it's not going to work now. Israel needs to maintain control over this international delegation because it's such a critical thing. We lost so many soldiers, and there was so much sacrifice that went into getting where we are. We don't want it unraveling. By simply delegating it away, it has to be kept under Israeli control. Hopefully something wonderful will come of it. But we know when the Jewish people takes responsibility, when we take responsibility for ourselves, and we don't delegate it, and we don't expect somebody else to clean up the mess, we know that unfortunately it's only going to work if Israel has the control. We'll take anyone's help, and we should try to work with other people, but not to put our bitachon, not to put our security and our trust in anyone else other than ourselves and Hashem. And again, invite others to help and to assist, but it's got to remain in Israel's hands. Israel, like Isaac, they've got to dig this well themselves. And I would say the same thing for any of the most important things in our lives. We can delegate and we can hire other people and we can ask favors for others to do what we need to do. And there's no company in the world that can run by one person alone. But you have to know those very specific, critical things that only you can do because only you care as much. And when you care, you will do something differently. You will pay more attention. You will make sure you get it right, unlike someone that you might pay or delegate to someone else. So delegation important, not for everything. Shabbat Shalom.